Church girls want to get married too. Good morning. Happy Monday. I really wanted to connect with you over the weekend, but I was spending time with my family and resting and finalizing my book. And thank God I'm finally there. I finally got it to where I needed to be. So that's why you didn't see me this weekend. And I just broke down and called my old editor. I'm like, please pencil me in, please, because I need her to just kind of tighten it. It's good, but she's so good that she can really tighten it. Oh, I love her. And I love you, girl. Love you, love you. So that's why I didn't see you guys this weekend, but I wanted to connect with you early this morning. Please remember to subscribe to Janice Hylton, aka Church Girls Want to Get Married too. My name is Janice again. Please remember my other channel, Study the Bible in 1 Year. If you have not connected with me on Study the Bible in 1 Year, please be sure to do so. I need some more numbers over there. Also, Ready to Love is back. I love that show. You should too. You should watch it to see how women act and how they lose the men because they act crazy. And you shall put the ring on it. Girl, I love that show. I absolutely love that show. Now, I have a lot of content on that show. I'm going to be doing some content on that show. So please be sure to check out my review. I do the live watch and then I do the review. Okay. Ready to Love and Put the Ring on It. And so I've been taping the last two live watches versus doing it live because it's hard for me and nights are hard. But today we are going to talk about responsibilities of a wife. Okay, I have about 9, but I think I'm only going to do about 3 or 4 or 5 maybe. Responsibility of a wife. A lot of you ladies have been asking for more dating content, and I'm sorry I got all caught up with married at first that I said I wasn't going to do that, but I got all caught up and you ladies been asking for more dating content, so I'm going to give it to you. Remember, my books are available on Amazon. 23 Times Guys You Might Meet. In Christ I Am. You don't know your identity, you bounce it from man to man. Girl, you need to learn your identity. And The Naked Wife. The reason why I yell and screaming from the mountaintop, and I beg my single sisters, because you don't want to end up being the naked wife by choosing the wrong husband. And so, ladies, if we know and deal with the facts before we go in, we will not end up being the naked wife. A lot of women, a lot of wives who are naked wives in their marriage were dealing with issues while they were dating and engaged that they should have walked away from, but they didn't because they told themselves they can fix it. And honey, you can't fix it, and you cannot make a man do what he don't want to do. And so, responsibilities of a wife. For my single sisters going in, I'm going to do the single ladies and then I'm going to do the married women. But the problem with the married ladies is that they're having problems with stuff that they should have dealt with when they were dating this man, getting engaged, not overlooking the red flags. And so now, because you overlook the red flags, ladies, now that you're married, those things are kicking you in your teeth. So for my single sisters, we're going to make sure that you don't make those foolish decisions those other women make. So that when you get married, it's flowing. Okay, yes, all marriages go through. All couples have to become one. But it's easier when you're on the same track and you're going the same way. First responsibility, ladies, but it's really the last one because everything is dependent on that, is respect. But I'm going to make it first because the man over here crying, why, Janice, you're so hard on the man. You never say this to ladies. And I'm like, you must be kidding me because you obviously haven't read my book. Have y'all read my book, The Naked Wife? 20 times guys, you might. Okay, so the number one, ladies, is respect. It really, for me, is not number one because the Apostle Paul told Timothy and Titus and the men, the young men, he was writing to in the church. He said, give respect to the men who are worthy of respect. And to me, that means respect is earned. Yes, you have general respect for people, your boss, people you meet, for human life. But when it comes to the mate, your husbands, ladies, that you are supposed to spend the rest of your life with, respect is the one thing that men breathe. They eat it, they live it, they breathe it. Everything they do is to be respect. This is why you see fools killing each other in the street. Talk about he disrespected me. Read, get the Bible, Janice, get the Proverbs. Proverbs say you're fool, you're foolish. And so for my single sisters who are dating for marriage, that's all we date for. What is dating? Gathering data about a man, so that you can make an informed decision against him. What is the data you're gathering based on what you want in a marriage? A lot of y'all don't know what you want in a marriage. This is why you're wasting years and years with a fool, because you're being a foolish woman because you don't know what you want. Because if you knew what you wanted, you would not be wasting 5 and 10 and 15, 20 years waiting for this man to marry you. The thing is, you meet this man, you fell in love with him, you got your claws in him, and you're waiting that you gonna marry me, Billy. This you. Billy, you gonna Billy, you gonna marry me. You gonna marry me. You. And Billy is trying to get away from you because he don't want to marry you. And I'm gonna come back another day and talk about one thing a man needs to do in a marriage. One, see, guys, you only have one responsibility. Okay, I have 9 for the woman, but I have 1 for you. Can you just do this one thing? I'm sure some of you guys will be like, finally, just one thing for us to do. I'm gonna give it to you. Not today. So for my single sisters, when you are dating for marriage, you need to look at this man and use your head, not your heart. If you're dating this man, if there's mutual interest, and you're thinking you're dating and you're going out, you're spending time with him, you're talking on the phone, the heart is already there. The problem is, ladies, we make head decisions with our hearts, and this is why a lot of women end up in the place and the positions they are in their marriage, being naked wives, because those variables and factors that you should have used your head to calculate, you use your heart. And so your heart tells you, okay, he has a work, can't keep a job. Your heart says, well, I have enough money for us, and I can get him to get a job. But if you use your head, your brain, and that little part of us, 25% of us that's like man, I'm using the percent. I don't know for sure, but I'm just using it to give you a picture. Good teacher gives pictures, okay? You can picture it. Your head would have said, okay, Janice, Molly. Let's call her Molly because the Lord gave me Molly. Okay. Molly the potter. Polly the potter. Head said, okay, Polly, he's 40. Revolving door criminal. He's 40. Don't have a job. Can't keep a job. Don't want to do what he needs to do to become a respectable person of society. Or maybe he has a job. Maybe he can keep a job, but he's abusive. Or maybe he has a job, but he can't keep it in the pants. And so it's a head decision. Heart says, oh, I can get him to keep it in the pants. And you can't. Head says, okay, wait a minute now, can't keep a job, don't have a job. That means the burden to provide for this family falls on me. This means when I go to have a baby, I'm going to have to be like Janice, his coworker, run back to work in 2 weeks because she said, girl, you know he's a bum. And she laid down and had another baby for a bum and have to come back to work in 2 weeks because the bum can't even pay their mortgage, the rent from 1 or 2 months, so she could stay home with her baby and rest and relax and bond with the baby. Head says you're going to get this Bible and read the Bible, and you're going to think it through, and you're going to say, okay, even though my emotions is telling me that I can do this, I'm going to have to get 2 or 3 jobs. And while he's laying down there in the living room playing video games all day because he can't get a job, he can't keep a job. Your head should tell you, okay, I'm going to get tired. In about 3 months, I give y'all 3 months. That's why after 3 months off, after all the, what is it, the hormones, the freemies, what is the thing the animal has? We have that too, okay? That's that all that emotional thing. After it dies down, you start. When you gonna get a job? But I thought you said, girl, you got it. You got it. Didn't you say that? And so, ladies, you have to sit in front of him and look at him. This is why I don't go to movies on first dates. I don't go to movies. I sit in front of the table, look at him, listen to him. Can I respect this man? Can't keep it in his pants. Can I respect him? Can't keep a job. Can I respect him? He's abusive. Can I respect him? He talks to me like I'm trash. Can I respect him? And your head is going to say no, but your heart, because you're so entangled and you're emotionally entangled, and your heart is going to say, girl, he'll change. And then you get married and you become disrespectful. And so, ladies, when you are disrespectful to your husband, wives, you're actually cutting off the air that he breathes. Do you understand? Respect is the air that he breathes. He needs that to live and to survive. And when you're cutting him, when you're being disrespectful to him, you're suffocating him. He can't breathe. And how many of you know it's hard to respect the fool? It's hard to respect a man laying on the couch all day while you work 2 or 3 jobs taking care of him, you, and all these kids and paying all these bills by yourself. It is hard to be respectful to a man who can't keep it in his pants, that you knew before you got married that he can't keep it in his pants, but you convince yourself that you can make him keep it in his pants. And so then you become disrespectful. And so, my single sisters, this is why when you're dating, you choose a man that you can respect. Again, to me, respect is the last thing, because respect is earned, but I'm using it first. You can't respect him. It's hard to respect a man you took out of the dumpster and build him up and gave him a dream and put money in his pocket, shoes on his feet, clothes on his back, roof over his head. Because you was making a heart decision, not a head decision. And now you're being disrespectful. And every time y'all get into it, you cuss him out and you tell him, you ain't nothing, you're a bum. And if it wasn't for me, you would be nothing. You ain't gonna be nothing. You not gonna be nothing. And then you have the kids and you start cussing the kids out like him, and you tell your little boy, you're a bum, your daddy's a bum, you ain't gonna be nothing, you're gonna be just like your daddy. And now you, mama, become disrespectful to the little boy, who, even though he is a boy, needs to be respected and spoken to in a respectful way. People laugh at me when I tell them I apologize to my kids. When I do something wrong, if I say that, I apologize. Why? Because I'm teaching them how to be adults, and I'm teaching them how to be mates. And this is why me and my husband, we don't argue in front of them, even though sometimes he's like, Janice, the kids are right here. And I have to. And there are 2 times. I think I'm only going to be able to do one to them. I have to come back and do the others because I don't want the video to be long. Me and my husband got married going on 2 years and going on 8 years, and twice he said to me, please watch your tone. I'm sitting here, I'm and he in the kitchen, come out quiet, monotone, same, never raise his voice. Could you please watch your tone? And I have to zip it up because I know that's my weakness. I know my voice is loud. I care. I'm from the islands, just some of my island people, we just so loud. And sometimes your tone is my tone might come off in a disrespectful way, even though that was not my intention. And so now I have to be careful and watch how I speak to him. And when I speak to him, I try my very best not to raise my voice, even if I'm angry or upset. I try to sit down, breathe, and speak very monotone, so that I don't come off disrespectful, because I don't want to stifle my husband. I don't want to cut the air that he breathes. Okay, ladies, I'm going to come back and do the others. So, Single ladies, in dating, you need to write it down. Can I respect this man? And it's not a hard decision. It is a head decision. You write all the factors down, and then you ask yourself, is he someone that is worthy of my respect? Because you don't want to get married and argue with him about the red flags when you should have walked away. This is why dating is about gathering data. You you don't meet a man and jump in. You meet a man and you gather the data on him while you're gathering data on several other men at the same time. Because guess what? My husband is the only man I met that I would have married. My childhood sweetheart. I was 19 when I met him. My childhood sweetheart and my husband. I met my husband at 34. So for say 16, from my daughter to 34, with all the guys I dated, I would not have married not one of them. Even Mr. Kryptonite. I was head over heels in love with Mr. Kryptonite. But if I made a head decision, I the head is you need to walk away, which is what I did. But my heart, girl, I would have married him in a heartbeat. But you have to look at the long run. Okay, I'm going to run. I'm going to come back. So number one is respect. Respect him. Single ladies, when you're dating, you can't respect this man. Walk away. Walk away. Ladies that are married, girl, you're going to have to go to the counselor. I can't help you. But what you need to do, can you imagine being married to a man you don't respect? Like, ew. It's just going to have to start off small. When I was younger, I read a book about a woman of a quiet and gentle spirit. I pray that every day. Lord, I thank you that I am a woman of a quiet and gentle spirit. All right, I'm going to run, girl. If you're married, you got to get your counselor. Get your older African-American male counselor to talk things through with you and your husband so that, you can have a guideline to kind of go. And of course, there's some things I can help with, but that respect thing, girl, you have to be respecting him when you was dating. If you have lost all respect for your husband, I can't help you. But email me, JaniceHyltonblog@gmail. All right. I love you. I have to run. I'm going to come back maybe next few days and give you the others. I thought I was going to be able to run through these, but I don't want the video to be so long. I love you. Got to run. Bye.